Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's topic, I'm going to be busting the twin flame myth because there's a lot of misinformation out there and I feel it's really important to just clear some things up. Now, if you've read my memoir, Transcendence, I put a lot of information about what I knew about twin flames at the time, but I said I wasn't sure, but I would keep you posted. So here I am, keeping you posted. Okay, the first thing is just the label, twin flame. I don't know who the heck came up with something like that, but I don't like labels at all. Twin flame sounds stupid or cheesy. That's a better word. So the first thing we need to do is just erase everything that all these like twin flame experts are talking about, okay? There's the runner, there's the chaser, there's a separation period, and then when you heal enough and you balance your masculine and feminine energies, and then you come into union, it's hogwash, okay? And there is a bit of truth to it, but it's not what you think. So let me explain. So the one person that came up with pretty much the best explanation of what a twin flame is this guy named Spina. And he wrote this book, Self-Healing. And the guy was literally paralyzed from the waist down. And he told the people at the hospital, I'm going to walk in 100 days. And they're all like, yeah, okay. And he used the power of his mind and energy healing. And he was walking in 100 days. Here's what RJ said, and I hope I do it justice. He calls the fists like an octopus. It's the oversoul, the higher self, the God self. And when we incarnate, we come down to experience the lower frequencies. Now, twin flames specifically split into two. Here's what he said. When the projection starts, the soul has a self-awareness and it determined that its evolutionary progression would be enhanced or escalated by splitting itself into two. And he says the purpose of the twin flames, or mirrored soul as I like to call it, it relates to balancing the aspect of itself, like as the masculine and feminine energy. Now, that's just an energy. Our soul is actually genderless. I'm going to leave the link to this podcast where RJ Spina describes it himself, if I'm not doing it justice, but he also says the purpose is to harmonize, balance, and heal the energies that have been tainted, so he says, through identification and attachments to wounds and traumas and suffering throughout different lifetimes. He says the coming together balances the energies by working with themselves optimally and properly through forgiveness, love, and compassion. And that's how the healing happens. He says a unification would bring about the total healing and harmonizing of the energies that have been eschewed through incarnations. That's a pretty good and deep explanation, but I say that unity is not the ultimate goal. I mean, we are in union with ourselves, are we not? So there's that. Plus, we are talking about a completely separate physical entity, whether it's a part of your soul or not, and we all have free will, so you can't force someone to come into union with you. And if you want to make that your goal, to come into union with your twin flame, then you might be really disappointed. Because here's the sad truth. A lot of twin flames don't come into union simply because it's someone that triggers you so much. I mean, imagine looking in the mirror and seeing shadow aspects of yourself that you don't want to see. Most people would like to just forget about some shadow aspects of themselves, pretend they're not into freaky shit, but you can't really hide from yourself. So it's intense. It's a mirror. Some people do come into union with their twin flame and you get a prize, a cookie. I'm just kidding about that. The prize is you get a really difficult relationship. However, you get a fast track to your spiritual evolution and personal growth. So fun. Actually, that's a very worthwhile goal. However, you can do that without being in union with your twin because, like I said, free will, it's a wild card. But it goes deeper than that. The twin flame experts, so-called, talk about a separation period, and then they talk about union. But what they're really talking about is the separation period is separation consciousness, where we identify with our ego as a separate self. I am my family, I am my name, I am my body, I am my mind, I am my thoughts, where we're in our ego. Separate ego, okay? Do you understand where I'm going with this? And then coming into union is coming into unity consciousness, the realization that we are all one and we are all connected, and we stop identifying with ourselves as separate from everyone else. That's the ego talking, okay? So really the goal is to come into unity consciousness in your own mind. It really doesn't matter what the other person is doing. You can't control them. You can run after them and, tell them whatever, but it doesn't matter. They have free will and they're going to do what they're going to do. From my own personal experience, I definitely did experience an awakening and a balancing of the masculine and feminine. I used to be very feminine, and now I'm more in my masculine, taking more action and being more logical. And he's probably, more in touch with his emotions, which... Anyway, I'm really glad that I cleared up these myths, and no matter what amount of healing and balancing that you're going to do will not bring back your twin. It's so trendy term these days. But you want to make the goal your own spiritual evolution and try to get into unity consciousness with yourself, realizing that you are connected to everyone else and everything in the cosmos. And you just focus on yourself and self-love, and you come into union with yourself. Thanks so much for watching, and if I come upon any extra information, I will be sure to let you know. So make sure you subscribe and hit your notification button, and like, comment, and share with your friends. Bye. Thanks for stopping by and visiting my world. See you next time.